Well, I am woefully behind on movie reviews, so here's a bonus one for you today. If you are looking for something to watch this half term, this one is for you. Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina and I make bookish content here on this channel every week, and then movie reviews just like this one here at the weekend. All of my movie reviews are spoiler free, and I will leave a playlist of my recent reviews linked up above. Yes, I am woefully behind on movie reviews. However, I went to an advanced screening ready to bring you a review of If, and I'm now bringing it here like 2 weeks later. So If is the brainchild of John Krasinski and Steve Carell. If you didn't need to know more than that, if that's enough for you, thanks for coming, subscribe and give me a thumbs up. But it is not the brainchild. It's John Krasinski's brainchild, but it's a collaboration of the two of them. Throw in Ryan Reynolds as well, bit of Phoebe Waller-Bridge. Like, oh my goodness, this movie is just absolutely stacked. I love these days when I go to see any kind of like animated movie or a movie that features a lot of CGI in it, with actors who are just voicing characters and not actually playing themselves, sitting there and working out who is who. Like, I specifically don't look beforehand. I knew that the big purple guy in If was going to be Steve Carell, and that's it. That's as far as I knew. And so watching that was really, really fun to kind of like work out who is who with all the different characters. So If stands for imaginary friend, and we meet a little girl who at the beginning of the film, we know that she has suffered a loss. So don't think that you're going to get away from this film with a dry eye. Take tissues, please take tissues. This film is a U. I properly cried 3 different separate times. So please take tissues. But yes, imaginary friends, and we meet her character at the beginning of the movie. We know she suffered a loss and she's kind of come back to the same apartment, which it's not really explained exactly where the apartment is, but because it's a walk up, we assume it's New York City, just because of like the way it's constructed. Anyway, yeah, so she comes back to the same apartment, and then she starts hanging out with these Ifs. So she meets the Ryan Reynolds character. The Ryan Reynolds character is like a bit of an agent for the Ifs, and she's like, I can help with this. We'll matchmake these imaginary friends with some new imaginary friends, because as you know, you and I both know, when you kind of grow up, you don't necessarily continue speaking with your imaginary friend the way you used to. I mean, it completely depends if you still live on your own or not. But yes, so it's very cute storyline mixed with a little bit of realness, which we kind of like in a children's film. Like, it's not great to just sugarcoat everything. If we wanted that, we would only ever watch My Little Pony, wouldn't we? And so, yeah, it's this story of her helping him. And then there's all these little cutesy twists and Easter eggs along the way. John Krasinski gets to be like a funny, goofy character. Ryan Reynolds gets to be this like falsely grumpy character. And then there's some beautiful animation, some genuinely good CGI, and just a real like heartfelt story throughout. Now, I think that this film has levels. So there's the level of, there's these imaginary friends, and they're doing funny things and trying to like play with their imaginary friends. And that's where kind of like your youngest audience is going to come in. And then there's kind of your next level of audience where there's these imaginary friends and they're doing some funny things. And sometimes these funny things are like naughty things. And this little girl's there too. And they have a bit of like a song and dance about it. And that's funny and that's entertaining. And then there's this like next level of like, maybe you used to have an imaginary friend and now you're a bit of a kind of adolescent teen, same age as our main character in the movie. And you're kind of like, oh yeah, I remember that time, but I wouldn't go back there now. And I can relate to that main character. And then there's this whole like level that adults are going to find it on of, oh my goodness, like this little girl has gone through so much, and these other people in the story are going through this and this and this, and like, please send them an imaginary friend to kind of like help them out and help them through some difficult situations. And you know, who might that person be match made with, and who might that person be match made with as imaginary friend wise, and kind of, you hope that this is going to help this little girl on her journey. And it's kind of that storyline that, you know, properly makes you well up and properly makes you invest in her and her story and her success. And I think if you're a parent or you work with children, you're a teacher, you're a caregiver in any way, I think then there's like a little bit of an extra thing in that. I suppose maybe, I mean, let me know in the comments if you weren't a parent or didn't work with children. I don't know. Would you be going to see this movie? I don't know. I think maybe even if I didn't work with children, I would probably be going to see this movie. But then that's maybe just the way my brain is. I don't know. Let me know. Yeah, it's just, I laughed. I got invested in the story. It's a bit of a thinker. So yeah, if you are sorry, if you are taking younger children, it is a little bit of a thinker. And yeah, obviously I cried and I took stuff away, and I would totally go and see this one again. Should you pay your cinema going money to go and see this one? I think it's one of those films where, as I've detailed, it does have something for everyone. I think the very youngest children, you know, it's not necessarily a first cinema visit, but that depends whether the age of your first cinema goer, I think, because there is definitely, yeah, some like base level humor in there, some cute characters and some funny moments. But yeah, I think there literally is something for everyone here. So if you're looking for something to watch that you can take the whole family to, then definitely this film is for you. Does it have to be seen on the big screen? I think, you know, if you're watching it and you're somebody that goes to the cinema fairly regularly, and so you're looking for those special effects, the CGI, or you've gone specifically to see a big screen version of Ryan Reynolds, then yes. However, I think this one will still work at home, and it's something that I would definitely rewatch on streaming, rewatch with my class. And so yes and no, really. I do recommend it. I think it's one of the better films that's out of the cinema at the minute, and definitely worth a watch. Would go and see again. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If there is something you want me to go and watch at the cinema this week and come back and review for you at the weekend, then please do let me know in comments. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on my next movie review video, because that will be coming your way very, very soon. And I will see you then. Thanks for watching.